go check out what Chocobilly's got to say. Oh, it seems like there's some stuff on sale in this one. Buy? What do we got? Okay, it says I own 6 cushions. We'll buy one for 100 gil just for the hell of it. We got 500 more gil. We could grab another piece of materia. That might be worth doing. For sure, I'm gonna want at least 3 lightning because, like I said, there was that boss, and it had absolutely annihilated me. I got destroyed by that boss, man. It was so hard. But then again, you know, like I said, I am coming off of 16, and I'm still kind of used to the controls. I've still, a couple of times, I've tried to use the, precision dodge, ability that basically is the, the complete foundation of... Basically the complete foundation of, 16's battle system. And I tried to use it a couple of times. Okay, so here is... That's a radio tower, so... I predict Chadley has got to be around here somewhere. And now that I'm kind of playing it, I kind of almost wish I didn't have any clue what was happening. Like, I kind of wish I didn't watch anything. And I kind of wish I didn't play the demo. Maybe next time. Maybe the next time that's what I'll do. Maybe next time I'll just go in 100% blind. If it's even possible. By the time I had beaten this one, I beat it in probably 21, maybe 2021. So about 2 years after it came out, I think. So I had, like, you know, I had a little bit of a head start on the waiting that everyone else did for the second part. But man, by the time it came out, I was just absolutely after more. So I tried to get almost everything I could in terms of content about it. I watched, like, interviews with, or not interviews, but, like, podcasts that, you know, talked about it and all that good stuff. My favorite ones were the spoiler modes with Maximilian Dude. He's actually, as a result of that, kind of become one of my favorite gaming YouTubers, especially as far as, like, Final Fantasy is concerned. I know he mostly does, well, maybe not mostly, but I know he does a lot of, like, Tekken and stuff like that, but that's not, like, my cup of tea. But his obsession with this game makes me so happy, and I love it. Which is, you know, as I'm playing through this, I'm gonna be really stoked to be kind of watching his playthroughs, and Dance Go 8 as well. Those are probably my top 2 in terms of Final Fantasy YouTubers at the moment, is Dance Go 8 and Maximilian Dude. Dance Go 8's been, like, one of my favorites for a little bit, though. In fact, I feel like I've kind of, like, ripped off his style, where I'm just like, nope, I don't like talking through cutscenes. I like kind of enjoying the game as much as possible, and then kind of break down my little, do my little breakdowns as the story progresses. But I figure somewhere along those lines I'll start getting a little more of my own style with it, but overall, they're just some of my favorite ones to watch. So I'm very stoked to see their playthroughs of this as well.
Howdy!
It's on the side. Need some chocobos to cross the swamp.
Sorry, Pops, but you're out of luck.
Pops?
Got no more birds. Last one went this morning.
Could've fooled me, kid.
These are spoken for. That or they're not fit for riding. But I can see you're in a bind, so I'll bump you up the list. For a price, of course.
Which is?
10 grand each.
The thing is, we don't have that kind of money. Or any, really.
Well, there is one other option. Only cost you $1,000. Is what a scoundrel might say. But I wouldn't dream of distressing y'all further. Just so happens one of our birds ran off the other day. Wild thing, but still a fine chocobo. If you can manage to find and catch him, then he's yours. free of charge.
You sure?
Yeah, why not? Name's Pico, the hardest-headed bird you'll ever meet, by far. And he's the spitting image of Pops here. You can start by looking for his tracks. Find those, and you're sure to find the feet that made him. Now, wild chocobos can be a bit skittish around people, but if you play it cool and creep up real quiet-like, you'll wrangle them no problem.
I think we can do that. Thanks.
And one last thing. This info comes free of charge, provided you promise to stop by our shop. Speak to Chloe back there. She'll sell you whatever you need.
Kid's a born businessman.
If y'all can catch our runaway and get his butt back here, riding and rearing lessons are on me.
Okay, so a little bit different than the original, right? So, you know, in the original game, we had that little kind of side quest where we had to go obtain our own chocobo. Timeless rod. Let's give that to Aerith. Nope, not item transmuter. That's not what I want. Let's give that to Aerith real quick. That's got to be what her. Yep. Raises a barrier that damages temporarily. Ooh. That's sick. Chrono Aegis. Chrono Aegis. Strike an enemy and inflict stop. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. She's also got a new materia slot now, so let's see what we can give her. Let's give her the other lightning. That seems like the most logical step. Cool. Cool. Maybe upgrade weapons too. Oh yeah, because now Cloud is the sleek saber, so increases ATB recharge rate when performing actions by 10%. Increases number of consecutive slashes with strong attacks. I like that. That's cool. Bigger Punisher combos. I like that. What can we give to Aerith? Increases ward duration by 25%. That's pretty good. I need to start using the arcane ward because I think I have that ability with her. So that'll be good. Because that is actually quite a powerful ability, is the arcane ward, which lets you like double cast basically. These chocobos are freaking adorable. I love these. These are so freaking cute. These are some cute-ass chocobos. And, like I said, I just came off playing 16. 16's chocobos were very, very different. They were a little more, like, ferocious looking. Don't know why that is. I think they tried to make that a little more of a serious game than anything. I think it was their first M-rated title, so. Let's talk to Chloe, though. Sorry, I've kind of moved your table. There we go.
Sorry about my brother. All he thinks about is money. He's just doing his job. We understand. I suppose, but he's been a real pain about it ever since our parents left. Say, are you guys from Midgar? Yeah, the Undercity. Then do you happen to know Chocobo Sam? Not very well, but yeah, I guess we do. Where is he?
Probably the Sector 6 slums. He's a big deal in Walt.
Why do you ask? I was thinking about reaching out. It's his fault Mom and Dad are gone, so...
Chloe, that's none of these good folks' business.
But they could help.
Don't tell anyone what she told you. Sam's one of the biggest names in the business. If he gets wind of that story, our ranch is done for.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with us. I promise. Oh, take these greens. You can give them to Pico when you find him. They were always his favorite treat, you see. Maybe he'll come back once he's had a taste. Right. Should probably sell you stuff, huh? Billy will throw a fit if I don't at least try to get you to spend a few gil. No pressure, but if anything catches your eye. Also, if you have any golden plumes on you, I can exchange them for chocobo gear. So be sure to hand them over if you do.
Okay, Ranch's tax shop will have chocobo gear for sale, which can only be traded for golden plumes. These rare feathers can be obtained by wrangling new chocobos or repairing chocobo stops. Okay. Let's buy, see what we got here. So they sell, it looks like mostly just, materials. Yeah, they just sell materials. Okay. Trade? So yeah, these are our... upgraded chocobo gear.
I hope Pico doesn't give you all too much trouble.
So, first and foremost, we did have a chocobo stop back this way.
Pico? Let's try looking for some tracks.
Wait. What are we doing? What are we doing? What's going on here? Let's open that map up. Nope. As far as in as we can zoom. I don't remember where the chocobo stop was. Okay, abandoned dock. It's gotta be I think that's it right there. So it's actually, I think, this way. Yeah. So there was a chocobo stop in between here and... yeah, in between here and the dock. Let's...
Don't overdo it.
Here goes. This one's for you.
Not enough.
Chrono Aegis.
Come on, I dare you.
Come on.
That's awesome.
Accepted.
Sidewinder. Orc A. Oh man, I was out of range.
That'll do.
Okay, so Sidewinder, you gotta be a little bit closer. So that's good to know. And I don't know if, how much it does, but if you notice, there was Barret on the sidelines, like shooting at the enemies, which, you know, is like, okay, how many enemies can you shoot at one time? Or like, not how many enemies can you shoot at one time, but how many of your off-party allies can assist you at once? Where's the next one? There he is. Nope.
It's on now. Only the strong.
I think I came from this way, if I'm not mistaken. Swamp. Ooh, there it is. So before that gets... How do I repair this? What the hell? Okay, well, okay, I guess there has to be like a tutorial on how to...
So it's my turn?
Maybe on how to
One more shot.
repair them? I don't know.
That wasn't so bad.
I don't know, that's weird, because I know I did it in the demo, but I don't know at what point you become able to do it, so... Oh well. Let's do this. Now that Cloud has we've got an assess material, let's go ahead and assess literally everything, because... And then it'll actually be easier once we have it leveled up, because then we can assess everything at one time. Okay, so it's just the Toxarat and the Grassland Wolves. So, let's...
That's over.
Do I have any more assess materia? Because if I do, I would like to equip it. Chakra, steel. I don't really like the poison materia, not gonna lie. Although it is currently Red 13's only offensive spell. Just not really. Is that him?
Yeah! Come on, y'all. Let's go bag us a chocobo.
Keep it down. When you're on the hunt, you don't want to startle your prey.
Prey? You know we're not here to kill him, right?
Yeah?
Okay. So this part actually looked really cool on the like trailer, but approach Pico without being noticed. If you are in danger of being spotted by him or one of his packmates, quickly press circle to roll out of sight. You can also distract chocobos by throwing stones you pick up. Use L1 to aim and square to throw. Okay. How do I know if I'm in danger of being spotted? Okay. I can't throw. Why can't I? Why can't I throw a rock? They told me I could throw rocks. Okay. Have to pick up rocks. Okay, what do we do now that I'm close to him? What about the greens? 2 golden plumes. Cool.
Aw, isn't he just the cutest? You know, they are kind of similar.
Totally.
What does he want now?
Do you think maybe he's still hungry?
Sorry, that's all the food we had.
But you know where there's more? Bill's place.
Back to the ranch it is then.
Come on.
Where was he digging? Can't catch that one. Okay. One of the things I know you can do is you can use the chocobos to help you find items as well, and that's I guess what I thought he was doing was digging for like a potion or something like that. God, I'm loving this. This is awesome. This really is. This game is a lot of fun. I like all the different components that they kind of added to it, and if it's, I mean, so far it's hard to tell, but it looks like everything's been integrated very, very nicely. Like it all makes, everything's making sense. It doesn't, like, I think when I played the Junon demo, it all felt very overwhelming, but I think it's because maybe I was trying to run through the demo too quickly, and I didn't kind of have this moment where I could kind of learn all this stuff, but like he kind of threw all the tutorials at me at one time instead of kind of let me do a tutorial, then play through, and then do another tutorial, and then play through. So I think this pacing is a lot better, and I think it really helps. But like I said, this isn't, for sure this isn't overwhelming yet. It's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it.
Ah, there's our guy. taste of home, now does it?
Not so much as a feather out of place. Got one healthy bird here.
Enough to ride?
Sure, though I wouldn't try till he's done eating. Once he's had his fill, though, I'm sure he'll come around to the idea, if we ask him nice. Ain't that right? I'll need to prep his gear and all that, so why don't you wait outside?
Hey there.
What a pleasant surprise. You do remember me, don't you?
Yes, of course.
It was an absolute pleasure working with you in Midgar. Thank you again. Your invaluable intel allowed me to create so much materia. Detecting internal monologue. The hell's this weirdo doing here? I was created by Professor Hojo, you know. Though your thoughts could be read by any cyborg. But, to answer your question, I took a page out of your book and skipped town. Now, the whole world's my laboratory. Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask, if it's not too much trouble.
You need more battle intel.
That's the Cloud I know. Always eager to get on with it. But yes, though, I'd like you to activate some Remna Wave towers first. They were originally constructed by the Republic of Junon, but were claimed by Shinra after the war. Since which time they've sat idle and untouched, just waiting for someone to put them to good use. The more towers you activate around the world, the more my processing power will grow. As will the area I can survey. I might even be able to construct a communications network independent of Shinra. How does that sound? You'd not only be helping me, but yourselves as well.
If we find him, we'll turn him on.
Wonderful. I thought you might say something like that. Let's get started then. See that tower? That's your first target. And this will activate it. As the tower is close by, allow me to accompany you.
I like how they just bailed. Everyone else just bailed and they were like, oh, we'll let Cloud deal with this. But yeah, that was a hidden scene, I think, at the end of VII Remake, which was that Chadley is actually a robot. Or he said a cyborg, so at least maybe partially human, but yeah, created by Hojo to conduct research.
Activation confirmed. Initiating preliminary scan of the grasslands. I'll ascertain the locations of fiends and natural resources. After careful consideration, I have devised a new name for this type of research. I call it World Intel.
World Intel. Chadley will employ data you collect to develop new materia, create new combat simulations, and embark on other scientific endeavors. Activate the Remna Wave towers you encounter and help Chadley deepen your understanding of this world.
I hope you'll assist me in gathering relevant data by completing various tasks on your travels. In return, I will use the information you provide to develop new materia, quid pro quo. To summarize, I want us to become research partners. But before that, is there anything you would like to ask?
Let's see here. Remna Wave towers are pretty straightforward.
Which particular task would you like to learn about? Simply put, life springs are formed when the life stream breaches the planet's surface. To Shinra, the volume of Mako that can be extracted from these springs is insignificant, certainly not worth the expense. But to us, they are a veritable font of knowledge. In order to tap these precious reserves, however, you will first need to find them. If you still have questions about world intel, please ask away.
Okay, combat assignments.
While it is normal for creatures to adapt to their environment, sometimes these adaptations make them a threat. I would like you to track down and eliminate these creatures, and amass data on them in the process. If you still have questions about world intel, please ask away.
Crystal
In certain
analysis.
remote areas, fragments of planetary wisdom have coalesced into crystalline forms. Though the knowledge contained within them is vast and varied, one subject is of particular interest to me, that of summons. If you would analyze the crystals in my stead, thus extracting said knowledge from them, I can use it to enhance our materia. If you still have questions about world...
Proto-relic salvaging.
Ah, yes. I was hoping you would ask. I detected some strange energy signals earlier. My current theory is that they emanate from the remnants of ancient artifacts. But until we investigate, there's simply no telling what the sources might be. And since we have yet to identify them, I have taken the liberty of naming these objects proto-relics. A rather endearing name, if I may say so. At any rate, I would be grateful if you could investigate said curiosities and ultimately recover them for study. If you still have questions about world intel, please ask away. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel in the...
Let me ask about the combat simulator.
With a special pair of goggles, you can do battle in a virtual arena, regardless of your real-world location. That's the combat simulator. Or my combat simulator, as Shinra developed the stationary models first. And fret not, it will never be obsolete. I'll keep it up to date with intel from unique enemy encounters. I will also endeavor to implement all of the summons, once I finish analyzing the myths and legends surrounding them, of course. In fact, after poring over stories from the grasslands, I have finished implementing a new one, the towering colossus known as Titan. Engage him at your leisure. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like?
I may as well do all of these at this point. Remnant Wave Towers. They seem pretty straightforward, but...
These towers were built by the Republic of Junon in order to further their understanding of the planet. They scan for all manner of signals, which in turn reveal myriad locations of interest, such as long-forgotten ruins and rare natural phenomena. Should you happen to stumble across a tower, please activate it. I must urge you to proceed with caution, though. Feral beasts often claim these installations as their territory. Do you happen to have any questions about...
Developing materia.
With each piece of world intel you collect, you will also provide me with the data I need to develop new materia. What I ultimately produce, however, is for you to decide. I look forward to finding out what we can create together. Do you happen to have any questions?
Nope, I think we're good.
In that case, I see no reason not to begin at once. With your activation of this tower, my analysis of the grasslands has already yielded some data. Though hardly substantial, it is enough for me to create materia. Which of these would you like?
Okay, so the fact that we get to pick is pretty cool. So the fire and ice combination, I did notice those. Allows an ally to use unique abilities when not actively controlled during battle. So that was actually something that I was kind of... I wouldn't say irritated, but something that I kind of disliked about the last game was that they would just do base attacks, I think, if they were in, like, if they were not the selected party member. And this looks like it'll use their abilities instead. Morph materia, though, I know that comes into play a lot in 7 OG, at least, so... Enemies whose health has fallen below a certain amount can be defeated in this fashion. Okay, so you gotta knock them down a certain amount before you can use Morph. That's pretty cool. Let's take Morph. 10 data points. Okay, so you have to buy these with data points. You can't buy them with... Can't buy them with anything else. Can't buy them with money.
I wish you all the best in the long journey that lies ahead of you. And remember, you're not in this alone. Should you require assistance, just ask.
Okay, assessing and defeating new fiends will provide Chadley with the data he needs to update the simulator with combat challenges. Complete these challenges to earn a variety of rewards such as powerful summoning materia. Speak with Chadley to access the simulator. Alright. Okay, so I could fight Titan. Combat simulator has been updated. Okay, let me talk to...
I have recreated Titan, the mythical colossus. I encourage you to pit your skills against this summoned entity so that I might complete its materia.
Are there no battle intel tasks? It doesn't look like it,
I look
so...
forward to seeing what new discoveries you make in your travels.
Okay, so it doesn't look like we can use any, doesn't look like there's any battle intel for us to deal with, so that's okay. I did like those challenges quite a bit, but that's alright.